Happy Tuesday. It's closing day. I've obviously been very excited throughout this whole process, but I feel like everyone else has almost been more excited than I have. Like everyone that I've talked to about it has just had such a big reaction and they're like, oh my God, congratulations. This is so amazing. That's so exciting. And I've just been like, yeah, thank you. Because it just hasn't really felt real. And even this morning, like it's starting to hit me a little bit more, but I feel like until I actually have the keys in my hand and I am in my house and like it's official, I don't know that it's gonna like fully sink in. But I will say I woke up this morning and I'm just feeling like it feels kind of like going to like college orientation or something. Like it feels like one of those big like important days. And I mean it kind of is. This is like one of the biggest, most important, most exciting days of my life and of my adulthood. It's like such a big step. If you're new here and you're like, what's going on? My name's Sam. Hi, welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm gonna be doing a week of vlog. Oh my God, I have so many things to say. Vlogmas day 1. Hi, welcome. I am going to be posting a video every day this next week leading up to Christmas. And it's perfect timing because I'm buying a house. So there's a lot of exciting, fun stuff to come, even well after Vlogmas. Moving content, decorating content, home decor, home design, home improvement, first time homeowner things, DIY stuff. The house I'm moving into is move-in ready. So there's not any like big things that need to be done to it, but there definitely are some cosmetic things that I would like to do to it just to make it my own. And there's also other things down the road that I know I eventually would like to do just to continue making it my own. And things that will come up, I'm sure, that will need to be done. And it's just gonna be a really fun, exciting journey. But at least in this week coming up, what you can expect is getting the keys today. I'm gonna give you guys an empty house tour. We're gonna be doing some painting, swapping out some hardware in one of the bathrooms, painting kitchen cabinets, packing, doing a little bit of moving. And we'll talk more about the process because I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys just wanting to know a little bit more about what the process exactly is like. So in one of these vlogs this week, I'll do a Q&A and answer all the questions you have because I see you. I also posted on my community tab a place for you to leave all of your questions. That's where I'll be pulling most of them from. So you still have time if you have questions that you want me to answer that are like home and moving related, then you can go leave them there to ensure that I see it and that it gets answered in a video this week. I'm thinking it'll be fun, like either as I'm packing or painting or doing something tedious like that, I can answer your questions and it'll make it more enjoyable for me as well. A little more interesting for you to watch rather than just doing like a time lapse. But we're doing the closing at the attorney's office. And I got several comments about that, like, oh, when I bought a house, I didn't have to get a lawyer. There weren't attorneys involved. So we'll talk about that later this week when I do like the Q&A portion. But the paralegal that is like doing all the paperwork and handling all the filing and that kind of stuff is one of my good friends. I think that's why I've mentioned like, oh, I'm bringing this to the lawyers and I have to do this for the lawyers or whatever, because she's just been texting me directly since obviously we're friends. And it's just easier and saves time for her to just reach out directly and me to give her things directly rather than giving it to my real estate agent first for her to bring it to them and communicate, you know? So that's probably why maybe it seems a little bit different or sounds a little different. Before I head there, I want to stop. I told her I would get her a coffee and then I want to get something for everybody else because I know my real estate agent is going to be there, of course, and then the actual lawyer that my friend works for. So I think I'm just going to get like a box of munchkins. I don't know how long we're going to be there for, But from my understanding, what the closing entails basically is just signing a bunch of paperwork. And then I'm sure like a lot of these things vary by state, but from what I was told, they then have to go and like get everything officially filed with the county before they can physically hand over the keys to me. And that can take a couple of hours. So hopefully, knock on wood, we're doing the closing first thing in the morning. It's the first appointment of the day. So that way there'll be plenty of time. And I will hopefully, I'm supposed to get the keys today. So I don't know exactly what time today. Hopefully the earlier the better, because then that gives me more time to actually like go and get stuff done. I took the day off from clients today so that I would have the whole entire day, you know, not knowing like how long this all was going to take. But while I'm waiting for them to file everything, I'm going to go buy some paint. I'm not actually going to be moving in and like living in the house for a few weeks still, but I only have like 2 weeks here before I'm going to be going to see my family for Christmas. And then by the time I get back from that, I'm going to have a month until I have to turn in my keys to my apartment. So my hope is to get the house painted and all of the things that are going to be easier to do while it's still empty, I'd like to do. And obviously like clean. I mean, it's clean, but just from like being in and out of there each time I've gone to look at it and when we did the inspection and stuff like that, the floors definitely obviously could be like cleaned and mopped and stuff now. All right, I am gonna get ready and I'll see you in the car. Oh my God, I wish I was recording that. That was too funny. I just picked up our coffees from Starbucks. And the girl in the drive-thru was so cute and so sweet. She was complimenting my outfit and she was like, "Oh, where do you work? You're dressed so nice." And I was like, "Oh, well, I actually am not going to work right now. I'm going to close on a house. I'm buying a house." And she was just so cute. And she was like, "Oh my God, what?" And asked me all these questions. And she was like, it's so funny. I'm like, a complete stranger is like just so excited for me. And it was literally like what I was saying earlier, where everyone around me's been like freaking out and so excited. And I've just been like, thank you. That was funny. But I got a coffee for me and my friend. And now I'm gonna swing through the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, get some munchkins. Could I get a 25 count of munchkins, just an assortment? Thank you. Thanks so much. You too. All right, munchkins are secured. I had a gift card from one of my clients, so thank you, Sue. Let's go do this. Hi.
Hi.
Just got done with the closing.
Yay.
It's all official. It's official. Signed everything. I don't have the keys yet because, like I said, they have to get everything filed first. But they said it should take about an hour and a half-ish, so that's good. I was hoping it wouldn't take longer than that. Because originally I heard like, oh, it could take a few hours. So it's the perfect amount of time. I just went down the street to Sherwin-Williams. That's where I'm at right now. I'm going to get some paint and also just look at more swatches because I've gone into Lowe's, Home Depot. I've looked at the paints there, but this is like a full-on actual paint store. So I'm assuming that they'll have more of a selection. And I have had so much stuff. When we get to the house and I am doing the tour, I'll share like my inspiration and my plans for like each room. But I have tons of inspiration and like mood boards I've been saving on Pinterest of all of the different rooms in the house and kind of colors I'm going for. And I think I've kind of narrowed down what colors I want. So I'm going to see if they have the actual swatches and samples here for me to get. Then I'm going to go home, change, obviously, and then we'll head to the house. I'm gonna meet my real estate agent at the house and she's gonna give me the keys there. This feels surreal. I don't know. This is wild. It's like weird. I don't know. Obviously, I have moved many times in my life, but this is my first home that I own. The fact that like I'm here to stay, I'm not renting, I can do whatever I want to this place, and I'm gonna be here. Like, it's not just like, oh, I have a 1-year lease and who knows if I'll be here. Like, no, this is my house. And I'm finally here. Like, even though the process has gone by very fast, and like 2 months ago, I didn't even know that I was gonna be buying anything, let alone like this house in particular. But ever since I toured it here, I've just been looking back at the videos and the pictures I've taken and planning on Pinterest what I wanna do and just getting all these ideas and picturing myself living there and having people over and all the things, and just like so excited to just finally be able to be here. And here we are. And it's just so crazy. Anyway, let's finally do the empty house tour. So this is the entrance when you first walk in. So I'm thinking right here, I have a table in my apartment, like a little entryway table to put my keys, like a mirror, and just, you know, a cute little thing when you first walk in here. And then the stairs, at first I really liked this wood and I thought I was gonna just leave it, but now I kind of think I want to paint, because I'm so over white and gray. I'm sick of it. I never want to see it again. So I want to paint the tops of the stairs where they're gray. I want to paint them the same black that I'm going to do the front door. And I think I want to paint the railings the same black as well. I don't know. I'm going to start with the steps, see how I feel about it, and then decide what I want to do about this. Then over here is the living room. So couch, I'm picturing on this wall in the corner over here. My glass bookshelf thing over here in that corner. TV stand with the TV maybe mounted on the wall, not sure, but that'll go on this wall. And in this room, like the living room, entryway, and the hallway, obviously right now everything is just a pure white. So I still want to keep it lighter and brighter in here. The feel I'm going for is just cozy and homey. I don't want it to look like a rental. I don't want it to feel staged. I want it to feel like someone lives here and this is my home. But I do want out here to still feel like a little bit bigger and more open, because it is more like closed in. Obviously this isn't an open floor concept, so I don't want the living room to end up feeling smaller than it is with a darker wall color. So I'm gonna keep it lighter, but I want something that has a little bit more warmth to it rather than just like a sterile plain white, you know? So down the hallway, there is the laundry closet. And I guess the previous owner had a curtain hanging here instead. I was thinking of getting like a sliding barn door could be nice over here, but that's a later project. That's something that I'm not too concerned about right off the jump. Like I can wait on that. There's also this space here, because obviously this is behind the stairs. So over here is really tall and there's tons of space. So I would like to eventually put a cabinet on that wall so that I can have more storage for detergents and cleaning supplies and whatnot. But they did leave me a washer and dryer, so that's very nice. Down here is the dining room. This room I would like to paint some type of greenish shade, a grayish green, taupey green, something that's like very earthy and calming, but to just give it a little bit of color. But I have my round dining table. I love it. I'm gonna keep it. So that's gonna go in here. And then on this wall, I bought a like credenza cabinet with glass doors, and I'm gonna make that my new coffee bar station. So that's gonna go in here. And then I also have a bar cart. So I'm gonna put that in here too, like maybe in that back corner. There's a ceiling fan in here, which there's one in the living room too that I do not like the style of at all. Like it does not match my decor. But this one is just like a plain dark brown. So I'm gonna put this ceiling fan in the living room, and then we don't need a ceiling fan in the dining room. So I would really like to get some type of chandelier in here. Then over here is the kitchen. This is definitely gonna need a little bit of love. So the cabinets are an unfinished wood right now, which is actually kind of nice. So I'm just gonna prime these and paint them. I wanna do the cabinets also some type of grayish green, sagey green. And then the countertops are this gray. So I'm gonna see once I paint the cabinets how I like the look of them together. Otherwise, I'm thinking I could get, because this is just like cheap countertop. So eventually I would like to replace it with something nicer, but maybe just like temporarily until I have the money for that. I could do like contact paper or something if like this color ends up really bothering me a lot, but I don't think it would. I think it'll be fine. And that cabinet over here is actually in the pantry here, so I gotta put that back on. And I got round gold knobs to replace the knobs in here, because these just feel very like, I don't know. It's just not quite my style. Eventually, I would love to swap the sink out for something that's like, you know, a little nicer, more modern, but for now, it's fine. I'm very grateful that they left all the appliances in here, because when I was touring houses, there were quite a few that the kitchens were like completely empty, no appliances, and I would have had to buy everything myself. So this is great. And I don't mind the black. I feel like it'll work with like the greenish kind of color cabinets. And this fridge is huge and so nice. It seems new, so I'm very excited about that. I got a nice big freezer. There's a pantry in the kitchen, which is super nice. Oh, and they left some paint. Yeah, we have a pantry closet, which is gonna be so good for storage. And this one is even bigger than the one that I have in my apartment right now. So I'm very excited about that. Then this is the door that leads to the backyard. There's a doggy door, which is like so exciting. Benny is gonna love this. I am planning on replacing this door because I want to get a door that has a window, because there's no windows in this kitchen. And as you can see, it's pretty dark. So having a window would be really, really nice to let some natural light in. And there's a storm door that also has a doggy door. I don't like this. I like having that for sure. Like that'll be super nice for Benny, but this freaks me out. Like the covers are plastic. So if somebody really wanted to, like if they knew it was like this, they could easily kick this in and just squeeze on in and come inside. Like, I don't know, that just makes me feel weird. So we'll replace this door eventually with a window, no doggy door on this. But then when I'm home, I can just leave this door open and then Benny can come and go through that one. But let me show you the backyard. This was one of the biggest selling factors for me. Look at this yard. Okay, fenced in, privacy fence. I can't see over it. And it keeps going. Like, are you kidding me? This yard is massive. Benny is going to lose his mind. Like, he is going to love it out here. There's just so much room for him to run around and play, and it's like stepbrothers. Like, there's so much room for activities. And I love that it's already fenced in. Again, another like big expense that I am saving on. And then There's the tool shed. Since it is December, I plan to focus all of my money and energy on the inside first. And then as we get closer to spring, I'll start working on doing things outside. But, you know, it needs to be cleaned up for sure. It needs like some landscaping. I would eventually love to build, you know, not me, but like hire somebody to build either a deck or like do concrete and have a patio out here. I would also love to get a hot tub at some point. But yeah, there's just so much space out here to like entertain, have people over, can do, oh, I heard a dog. Maybe a friend for Benny. And like there's this whole entire side of the yard too. So there's tons of room to work with. So that will be something like, again, down the line, once I have more money saved up. And I don't want to show you guys the front of the house just because, you know, like obviously privacy reasons, safety reasons, but the front yard has tons of space too, and it's super cute, and again, like so much potential for landscaping, and could just make it look really, really nice out there. So also, again, like later down the road, but I love that I have the options, and there's just so much. I love how many trees are outside too. Like it's just exactly what I was looking for as far as like outdoor space, privacy, distance between neighbors' houses and everything. Anyway, let's continue. Off of the entrance here is the guest bathroom. So this is nice, just a little half bath, which is so perfect from when I have guests over. I love that there's this bathroom right here that people can use. That way they don't have to go upstairs or go into my bedroom. This room is the one that I want to paint dark mahogany, reddish brown color, because I feel like it would look so good. Just like a sexy, moody bathroom. Everything in here is good and seems newer, so nothing needs to be replaced in here. Like this room is good to go. Just put some paint on the walls and we'll be good. Now let me show you my bedroom. This is the master bedroom. It's like about the same size as the bedroom I have in my apartment now. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but it's enough space for me to fit my king size bed and my dresser, so I'm good with that. And then I have a walk-in closet in here, which is not huge, but it's a good size. Definitely enough space for me to fit all of my stuff. Again, probably about the same size as the closet I have currently. And then I have a bathroom. So this is the bathroom that I want to paint black. I want to make it real moody. We're going to swap out the hardware for gold. I have a new light fixture in here because you see how I was telling you guys a few vlogs ago, like the lights don't match. And this is like looking rusted and kind of not great. And there's a bathtub, so I'm very excited to take some baths. And for the new light fixture, I got bulbs that you can change the dimness and the color of them. So I'm just picturing being in here in my black bathroom, pink lights, taking a bubble bath or a hot shower, like just really cozy. That's what I want. But my bedroom, the master bedroom, I think I want to paint this a little bit of a darker color because like I know it's a small room and that's fine. Like this is my bedroom for sleeping in. So like I want it to feel as cozy as possible. I don't necessarily want it to feel like big and open and bright. So that's why I'm thinking like darker, not super dark, but darker colors on the walls. Now let's go upstairs. So up here, it's just the two rooms. So there's a bathroom. This is the second bathroom. And this is also where my attic access is. So there is an attic in here. There is extra space. So again, more storage. So that's nice. And yeah, up here we have a shower. I love that there's a window in here to let in some light. So yeah, this is literally perfect for my guests. I don't necessarily like love the look. Like this is kind of giving me like old lady house, right? Like grandparents' home. But you know what? It is good. As long as it works, it's good for now. But yeah, eventually, way in the future, I think I would like to redo probably this whole bathroom. And honestly, I don't plan on showering in here ever. So this is literally just going to be for when I have people staying over. But yeah, I like the cabinetry in here. Tons of space for storage. And then there is a linen closet in this bathroom. So that is very nice to have. Across from the bathroom then is the guest bedroom, which is huge. I know some people are gonna probably be like, you should make this bedroom your master bedroom. I like the idea of being on the bottom floor for some reason. And also, I would rather have this room be the guest room because then it can also be my office. Like for my bedroom, I just want that to be my place to sleep. I want it to be cozy. I just want my bed to be in there, and that's that. So this room will be perfect because I can have a desk, but then it's seriously so big. Like I don't even know. I mean, it's like the whole upstairs essentially. Like it's huge in here. And there is a closet in here too. It's smaller than the one in the master bedroom, but it's still, you know, decent size. There's a separate thermostat for the top floor, which is super nice because I don't have to keep it as warm up here if I'm going to be primarily downstairs, and that'll save me electricity. But I honestly haven't thought about this room in too much detail. Eventually, I definitely want to make this room nice. To start out with, I'm not going to worry about up here because, like I keep saying, I'm not going to be using that space as much on a daily basis. It's going to really just be when like my family comes to visit. Oh yeah, and see, this is the ceiling fan in the living room. It's okay. I mean, it's cute, but it's really not my style. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I want to show you. My real estate agent brought me this basket, which is beautiful. So cute, with a bunch of goodies in here, and I didn't go through all of it, but she got me pack of dish towels, and it was so thoughtful because I had told her when we were here a few days ago doing the final walkthrough, she was asking me, you know, like my plans on how I want to decorate and paint and stuff, and I was telling her how I want to do the kitchen cabinets kind of like a grayish green. So she was like, I think this color hopefully will tie in well because it has like that grayish green on it. So thoughtful. She got me a scratch pad for my cat, which is so sweet, a dog toy for Benny, a bottle of champagne. She got me these hand soaps. Oh my god, so cute. It's a hand soap and hand lotion. That is so nice. Ooh, with orange essential oil. So cute. And the gold, I love that. Oh, so thoughtful. I also have this candle made with coconut wax. It's fir scented, so it's like Christmas tree. Even the box is like so beautiful. What is the candle? Oh my god, look how beautiful that is. That is so freaking cute. This is really making me excited to like actually move in and have all my furniture and start decorating and just like get it all cozy. And then this throw blanket, which is so soft and it looks huge. Oh my god, this is gonna be so nice and look so good on my couch. Oh, and then we have a card in here. Oh, she's amazing. Like seriously love her. And this basket is gorgeous and huge. Wow, that is so sweet and thoughtful, and she like literally knocked it out of the park. Like, I love all of this. Like, it's so good, perfect, beautiful, amazing. Will definitely be used. But I'm gonna end this vlog here because I'm sure it's long enough, and I need to get a week's worth of content for you guys. So I'll end this one and start up a new one because I'm gonna go tackle that front door. I'm gonna paint it, and I have a new knob and stuff for that, so wish me luck. My boyfriend is back at the apartment right now because he has to work. I might have him come over here when he's done tonight to help me, but hopefully most of the stuff I can do by myself. So that is it for this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow for a new one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.